Yo, what's good, everybody? I want to thank you for joining us for episode 17 of the Honor Roll and Parole podcast. It's been a while. I know it feels like it's been a month of Sundays, but we back, man. We back. We got this thing going again. Bam, what's up with you, man?
Man, I'm back. I'm glad to be back. And y'all ladies are looking beautiful. Especially you, Portray, but y'all women are looking beautiful tonight.
Hey, I was waiting for that one.
Take that, man.
Hey, so check this out, right? So today's episode, we're going to be discussing, should you tell your friend if you see their partner cheating? And really, what's is there a right or wrong thing to do? Do you address it? Do you not address it? Do you make yourself known? So just think about that for a minute, right? So just put yourself in their shoes. Think about your friends. Think about their relationships, and just think what you would do if you would see their boyfriend or girlfriend out there, or whoever, just with somebody else, and how you would actually react. And while you guys are thinking about that, we're going to give our guests an opportunity to introduce themselves. We have some really familiar faces. So y'all, ladies, go ahead and introduce yourselves. Patria, we'll start with you.
Me?
Yes, you.
My name is Patray. This is like I don't know. I'm like fourth, fifth time, whatever, here with you guys.
75th, but who counting?
Right? I'm like the podcast right now. But I am an educator, author, stylist, all this good stuff. I am from Allendale, South Carolina. And I'm just glad to be with you guys. I don't like introductions. I feel like y'all know me. But glad to be with y'all. I missed y'all.
Yeah, we missed you too, man. But we back in this thing. Shannon, what you got?
I feel like Portray, I missed y'all. It's been a minute. But yeah, this is about my third time on the show. My name is Shannon O'Berry. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. I own a company called Snow Services and Trusted Income Taxes. So it's tax season. If you need some help doing your taxes, I'm your girl. And I'm just, like Portray said, glad to be here tonight, ready to get this conversation going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Chris, bring us on.
Oh, we. I am Chris from CTS Podcast. I am also Chris from Get Hooked.
That's my
I
dog.
haven't been on here with you before, but we definitely rolled a year pretty strong.
Absolutely. Glad you were able to join us. I know you're busy with a CTS Podcast, but again, we're glad to have you on board, man. And like I said, I'm glad to be back. I think this is going to be a very interesting topic to the viewers. Make sure you guys react. Make sure you comment, share, subscribe. We're currently streaming live on Facebook, on YouTube, and now on Instagram. So if you go over to Instagram, we're on Instagram Live now as well. But we'll go ahead and get this thing started, man. So I don't know, man. Me and some fellas were having a conversation this past weekend, and a lot of their responses surprised me. So I'm really interested to see what you guys are going to have to say. So let's go ahead and start. So to establish some context here for you guys individually, would you want your friend to tell you if they saw your partner? So before we even talk about what you would do, if your friend saw your partner out there, would you want them to tell you? So go in whatever order you choose. Go ahead, and we want to hear what you got to say.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Without a doubt. I would want them to tell me, right? But but on the flip side, it's dependent upon the person too. Because you got to know your friends too. You know what I'm saying?
So the person who's bringing you the information.
Yeah. So if they're valid, if I can trust their word, of course, you know what I'm saying. I want them to tell me, because who wants to be played, man. Like, who want to walk around knowing they're getting played? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would want them to tell
told
me
you
that.
again. We agree on something. You're right. Like, I don't want just anybody coming telling me that. I ain't gonna believe that from just anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like one of my close girlfriends, or maybe like my sister or brother, I believe them. Or it may hold more weight. We put it
I
that
don't
way.
care who tell me. Let me fact check. I'll deal with it after. Everybody tell me, and then I'll go figure out if my source was,
What if it's a dude that like you and trying to goddamn come in between so he can get?
Yeah, I
can
don't want
still
to be chasing.
research it. I don't have to believe it when you tell me, but I do need to check into it.
I don't want to be around here chasing all that. I don't want to chase all the maybe it might be. I think I saw. I don't want to chase all them down all the time.
Yeah, I need it to be clear cut. If it's somebody that I know is a reliable source, they're bringing me information. You can't just take stuff like that from anybody. But yeah, I'm not going back and forth. If it is what it is, if my information is on point, yeah, that answers where I need to move from there. Like, what else I need to do?
But you can't filter out who tells you. You can't be like, you gonna tell me, you don't tell me. Everybody's either gonna tell you or they're not gonna tell you.
Because some people just ain't a reliable source. They might.
You gotta know your source. Though.
They might.
You gotta know that.
Exactly. So it's like you might get a motherfucker who vision ain't that good. They might saw somebody that looked like you and be like, "Oh, I thought that motherfucker. Oh, I thought that was your old lady, boy. I ain't gonna lie."
You know the shit. It's gonna start it.
And
see, so I mean, everybody can tell you, but who you believe is different.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, everybody gonna say what they gonna say. They gonna come to you whenever they want to come to you. But I guess what I'm saying is, yeah, like who I choose to be like, oh, let me look into what they saying to me, or who I just be like, you know what, they're a hater. I ain't even trying to entertain that. Yeah.
Right.
Everybody can tell me who I believe is the difference, but everybody run your mouth. No, come tell me.
And that's why I threw friend in there, because kind of like you guys are saying, it depends on who delivers the information. Like if we're not friends, I wouldn't expect them to. If they saw my lady out there, I wouldn't expect them to bring that to me. But if we're friends, or especially if we're related, like one or the other, you know what I'm saying? If we cool like that and we acknowledge that we're cool like that, if you don't tell me and I find out you knew, that's going to be an even bigger issue. Because I think for me, loyalty is big. And I think that goes with loyalty. Like it doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? Like even if it's not as it seems, let me deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that with me, I always tell everybody up front, like if I see your lady out there, if I see your boyfriend out there and we cool, I'm gonna tell. And if your significant other gets mad, I really don't care, because I'm only cool with your significant other because of you. So they aren't my friend. I'm only friends with them because y'all together.
But what if they both are your friends?
You got to know your friend though, because you might have a friend that you know is a fool for love. You might go back and tell them, and they go back and tell them just what you said, and they're not gonna leave the person even after you told them. So now you still got to deal with that person, and now the significant other is side-eyeing you and can't stand you.
I do not care.
Yeah.
Now that's what
it's certain people. I partly keep it to myself. It's certain ones I keep it to myself because I know they're not going to leave that person. I know they're not going nowhere, and they're going to tell them exactly everything that you said.
Now that
everything.
Yeah, you don't have anything to do with their response or what they do with it. Like if I saw it and I tell you, it's up to you what you do with the information. You don't have to ask them about it. You don't have to not even ask them to leave. You may not want to leave. At the end of the day, if I'm telling you what I saw, I'm telling you what I know. That's it. That's the beginning and the end. That's the alpha and omega. It's done. I don't have to wait to see what you're gonna do. That part ain't your business. You just looking out for your friends so they don't look crazy out here in these streets because they're man or whoever.
We're trying to look out for your friends.
Well, how many times? So what if you do it 2 or 3 times? You keep telling them?
I'm gonna tell every time.
So
you gonna tell every time?
Things
I'm gonna tell every time.
There's
I keep telling you this and you ain't doing that. And what's up? Like
there was a friend we couldn't tell. Like I would say tell me because I know how I'm gonna handle it. But I do know someone that the first few times, we told. But and I say it because it happened more than once. But if every time y'all gonna swing on each other, y'all gonna have an argument, you're gonna fight, you're gonna disrupt these kids, and then at the end of it, you mad at me, you not out of that, then I'm gonna leave it alone. Because at this point, I feel like you know and you've accepted it. So all I'm doing is stirring up a domestic violence dispute.
Right.
And I'm not doing that. Now, if you're going to talk to him and y'all going to talk it out and you're going to be like a reliable source told me, that's different. But you out there, Shannon came to me. It was like she saw you on Tuesday and he like, nah, Shannon full of shit. You crazy. And then y'all fight. The kids on the phone. They're like, TT, they doing it again. And then they back together and you like, well, I can't run with you like that because Shannon be telling.
Exactly. And that's my whole point because you gonna cause a lot of friction every time you tell it. It's like I'm just gonna leave it at B because at this point, it ain't doing no good. So you might
If
as well
it's
just
violent, like if
Yeah.
y'all get violent, and I'm not doing that. Now, if it's somebody like Hook or something, I love Reach with all my heart, but
You better tell your boy. Hey, you better tell your boy, because your boy want to know.
like Tamika that posted down
Immediately.
there. Tamika,
Hey,
church finger.
hey, same thing. Same thing. If I see Chris old man out there doing something mean posted, I mean, I'm sorry. Hey, bro code got to go out the window. I'm sorry.
Right. No.
Gotta go.
I'm gonna tell or it's certain friends. I'm gonna tell.
You gonna tell?
You know what I'm saying? It's certain ones I'm gonna tell because I know that they gonna do the right thing and whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell them. It's certain ones I probably would tell in the beginning, but once they do some flaw shit, because I done got into it like that. I told my own family member, and he ain't leave her. And the next thing you know, that person who. Oh man, let me stop. I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
He said he about to tell.
Yeah. But it wasn't a bad. It was a bad situation because I was
You gonna
tied
get
in
a phone
both
call when
ways.
you hang up.
I was tied in both ways, so it's like I just kind of like stayed out of it. The next time I heard shit, I seen shit, I stayed out of it.
Now
So
I
let
ain't
me
gonna
ask
let you just be walking around here get drug around like no damn fool or nothing like that.
But
Like,
So
that's
listen,
the
that's
thing.
on you. That's on you
Yeah.
because listen, I'm only gonna try to help you with so much. After a while, it's like you keep banging on the door and nobody in there. You know what I'm saying?
man, listen, you got to
So-
be with me because after a while I'm gonna tell you, you ain't about to look like no damn fool now.
So
Yeah, I'm not.
why would y'all want to know? Like, why would you want your friends to tell you?
For the same
Because-
Nobody wants to walk around looking
looking
stupid.
crazy.
Yeah.
You thinking everything good and everybody know that it's not. You looking crazy.
You my man, and he's our man.
Everybody man.
That's community D. No. No.
But you got to look at it too. Like sometimes motherfuckers know what they be getting into it before they even get into it. They still do it.
It don't matter.
Yeah, but we were just saying we still gonna tell. We still gonna say something.
And
Or at
I'm
least
not
we
throwing
had
it
I
out there
saw,
like
I
that,
saw
but
your man the other day.
there might be a person that drugged me. Like he might have cheated and ran the streets on me. But then he get with Shannon and he's good with her. Just, it don't necessarily mean what I had is what she got when we two different people. So
Shit.
This dude.
Nigga, what?
no. I don't watch. I have watched men literally.
People change,
He ain't worth the damn. And then he get with that one woman. I be like, well, he do got good sense. Well, then
Yeah.
No. He got smarter. He know how to cheat. He know how to cheat better.
Oh.
Oh, so you saying all men cheat?
Black men don't cheat. Don't listen to Bam.
I'm waiting to Bam to tell that. So elaborate.
Yeah, what you talking about?
Hey.
You can hear. You ain't frozen. No
I
damn
know you ain't froze.
Hey, Lucky froze.
They don't Connecticut pose. Bring
Listen.
your face
That
back.
was a
Listen,
good one,
I'm
Bam. You got
be honest with you. I'm be honest with you. It's about 2.3% men that don't cheat.
Woo.
Damn.
Wait a minute. Let me do the math. Your math ain't mathing. How many men
That's
are
nice.
there?
Telling you.
Why y'all?
And listen, and I might be all the way off. I think it's 100% for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you think it's 100%, you're definitely off. But why y'all doing the math? Why y'all doing the math? Let's get to some of these comments, right? So, right. First comment. Tamika says, "Hell yeah, I'ma tell. I wouldn't
That's
be
my
a friend
dog.
if I didn't tell." I agree totally. She also says, "If you my friend, I want you to tell me," and that alludes to what I said earlier. If we cool and you see my old lady out there and you don't tell me, and I find out you knew, it's gonna be a problem. Alex says, "You better tell me." So I mean, it seemed like for the most part, everybody want to know, right?
Everybody.
You get you. It's like baseball. I'll give you 3. I tell you once,
Right.
I tell you twice, and 3 times after that, you're on your own, buddy.
3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah, I'm giving you 3 strikes. I'm gonna tell the first time, and how that situation plays itself out is that's going to determine on how I'm gonna handle it in the future. Because the next time I might be like, you know what, fuck it. If it goes like that, I ain't telling them shit. You know what I'm saying?
They like it. They
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Kobe
that's
said,
what you gonna do. That's what you gonna do. You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
Kobe said, stay out of them people business.
Right.
No, it just
No, I'ma tell now. Like, listen, I see my homeboy girl outside. I'ma take
I
a
have to
picture,
tell the
video, and
homie.
everything. I'ma tell. And matter of fact, I'ma go to her. I might walk to the table and be like, yo, what's going on?
But what
You
if
know
they
what I'm
just yeah, that's what me and my line sisters were talking about. Like if we saw our men out somewhere, I'm
I
gonna
might go. I'm gonna go over there and talk to her so she can
Yeah,
know.
I'll be
Like,
like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you don't know
I'm
I
about
know.
to tell.
Yep.
So you better get your shit together, sweetheart, because yeah.
Yeah, because I need you.
I won't go over, like I won't say anything to her. I'll make sure she see me. No, I'm gonna make sure she see me, but I'm only cool with her because of him. So it's not my place to go confront her about whatever they got going on. Now I'm not gonna confront her, but I'm gonna
speak to her.
Right, we're just saying hello.
I'm just speaking to her. I'm like, how you doing? I'm like, how you doing, Chris? You all right? All right now, girl. You good? You don't need nothing? You need a drink? You good?
No,
All right.
no.
And listen, as soon as I walk up, I'm doing this here.
Immediately, Pam.
I'm telling.
On site.
On
said
site. I'm telling.
immediately.
Your girl is out there right now at the fucking bar with this nigga such. And nine times out of 10, he gonna be like, I knew she was fucking that motherfucker. Telling you.
Had my heart broken by this woman named Tammy, so hoes gonna be hoes, so I can't blame Tammy.
So, and I think we kind of already touched on it, but like, what are some pros and cons of telling versus not telling?
You're gonna lose a friend if they find out you knew.
Yeah. You may lose a friend if they're not mature enough to understand you was just trying to be a good friend.
You also gonna lose a friend they find out you knew and you didn't tell them. If you sitting around letting me look dumb, that's just it goes bad.
That's something you just got to be prepared for when you tell, because you just never know how they're gonna respond. They may respond. They might be glad that you told them, so they ain't out here looking crazy.
Or they might be glad when you first tell them, and then they go talk to their man, and then now they mad that you told them. Right?
Yep. You just don't know what to expect.
I think because the most part, when you're if you face with a situation like that, then you're gonna do what you would want people to do for you. Like if you want them to tell you, then you automatically gonna tell. If you don't want them to tell you, then you're probably not going to say anything. So I think that in a situation like that, we may have to take ourselves out of it and weigh what's right and what's wrong. And I think like some of y'all said earlier, everybody know they got a crazy friend. Like if I had a friend who I know was crazy and I knew he was gonna trip, I might think twice about telling them because I don't know what's going to happen. But but if you don't know that though, like if all your friends are pretty even keel, once it leaves you, you don't know what's going to happen. So I think that you have to make up in your mind, okay, if I tell, am I going to be okay with whatever consequences follow?
Mm-hmm. If Ike Turner's my homeboy, I ain't gonna tell him because he just ain't gonna act right.
Because Ike gonna beat that ass.
Ike gonna Ike. But if Anna May is my girl, I'm gonna tell Anna because just a different.
She need to get out of there.
Yeah, and she's still gonna get beat up.
Yeah, she gonna go back a couple times before she get out of there.
Yeah.
She gonna run. She gonna run across the highway in that white suit.
Anna May was a fool for years.
That's something that and that's the part where you can't control. I'm gonna tell you what you do with it is on you. I think a lot of people don't tell because they fear, well, if I say something, then he or she, the other person, gonna be mad at you. You got to stand on what you say.
Honestly,
normally when you go around, if you don't tell and then you hang around them, it's gonna be different.
It get real.
Because you gonna feel some kind of way about that person. Yeah. So the energy is gonna be felt that something ain't right.
Yeah, I don't care.
But deep
gonna get mad. Is she gonna be mad because you told? He gonna be mad because you told. I don't think it's a way to not offend or upset at least one person. Somebody
gonna be mad.
And one person we don't care if we upset. We don't give a damn.
Right.
Yeah. If it's my girl, if it's my friend, and I saw her mad, I really don't care if the guy get mad. I don't give a damn if he get mad. Who cares?
Tamika said, "Don't tell me because I ain't leaving."
But the thing is though, I can respect that. If she don't want me to, if she's don't want me to tell her, I ain't gonna tell. I'm gonna respect that. And me and some of my friends have had this conversation before. We sat around, we were talking one night while we were drinking, and they're like, the same question came up, and they're saying, "Well, would you want to know?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to know." But I had somebody say, "I don't want to know." So if I see his old lady out there, as much as I'm gonna be tempted to want to say something, I'm not gonna say anything because he's already said that. So in the back of my head, I'm gonna feel bad about it. But I mean, I'm gonna respect his wishes at the end of the day.
That makes sense.
So that's a question we got to ask all our friends. Do you want to know or do you not want to know?
That's the question you should have already had in your friendships. We already had that conversation. I know who.
But I think that we know our friends well enough to know who we can tell and who we can't tell. You know what I'm saying? And we know how they would feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know for the most part, all my friends. I'm sorry, I'm gonna chill.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You got to know which friends to rock with something like this. Because I have some friends, there's no question. I'm going to straight up FaceTime him in the place so she can see him and this person sitting there. Because I have some friends that I'm just that down for. I'm not going to have you out here looking crazy. But there's some people that may not hit that friend category. You might be on your own because I might not say nothing.
She said, let me be silently happy. I probably know.
Yeah. Not say
probably know already. They know who they
There are some people you have to say they probably already know. Mind your business.
Yep.
Right.
So yeah.
Hey, Kanye brings up a good point. He says you might as well tell him you told enough people around him until he will know. So,
Yeah. And that's why you'll get back what Chris said. They're gonna be mad because you didn't tell them because everybody know. So man. So
you already know.
Everybody know.
Something like that. You ain't gonna keep it to yourself. So you're gonna tell somebody, and they gonna end up telling somebody. It's gonna get back to that person, and either one or two things gonna happen. They're gonna be like, "Why you ain't told me?" Or "I'm glad you didn't tell me."
But see, that's the other thing. Like, if I find something out and I don't tell that person, I'm not gonna tell anybody else because the last thing I want for them is to hear it like that, and then they find out that I knew and I didn't say anything. So if I don't tell them, I ain't telling nobody else. I'm just gonna keep that one. It's going in the vault. You can't do that. No, you can't do that. That's
but what if when you saw it, you didn't see it by yourself?
Yeah, let somebody else do it, but I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. No.
And you're gonna be like, I was there, but I ain't seen it. I ain't know what was going on.
I had nothing to do with that.
Listen, I'm gonna tell him.
You gonna tell your homeboy?
I'm gonna tell him, man. Like, yo, bro, I seen your girl with it, such and such, bro. And he might be like, shit, I already know, bro. All right.
He already know.
That's how y'all do down there in the country.
Man, don't do that, man. Don't do that.
You don't know. You don't necessarily know what the
there?
situation is. You don't know. It could be innocent. It may be innocent, but even
I'm
if it is,
I'm still gonna tell.
You don't even matter.
That way, he could be like, oh, but that wasn't nobody but their cousin. Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
That was
and then if it wasn't his cousin, or he...
everybody cousins where you from, ain't
it?
Shannon want to get jumped, bro.
I know.
Right. You got three people on your Allendale,
You got
man.
3 Allendalians on here.
But she ain't lying. Y'all know how small
I'm
Allendale is.
I'm
y'all
O'Berry. That's where
family
we from.
Oh, we been knocking off the mulberries.
Damn.
Yeah, we from Barnwell, Allendale. That's where my people from. It's all right.
You can't cheat out in Allendale because everybody gonna know.
Yeah,
Right.
Cool.
One way or the other.
I know
guarantee you
mulberries.
that.
All right, see, I'm connected. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about us.
So hypothetically speaking, right? Let's say that Murphy's Law, right? So if you do, let's say you do tell your friend, and let's say something bad happens after you tell them. It could be somebody getting into a fight. It could be death. It could be just somebody getting physically injured because of the information that you divulge. So do you feel bad for telling at that point? Or are you content with just saying, you know what, I still feel I did the right thing?
If
you feel bad because you're a human being,
I don't feel bad.
but you're not responsible.
Shannon,
You feel bad, but do you? I mean, how do you feel? How do you feel about that though? Like, do you feel responsible?
I feel bad. I feel bad that anybody would get hurt or be in a jacked up situation, but I don't feel bad that I told. No.
I would feel fucked up if I told somebody died as a result of that.
Now,
no, they didn't die. If you tell it, if you telling, they
died. What you said, right, Hook?
Yeah, but
if they died, I mean, whatever happened. But we're talking about how do you think that your actions directly caused that to happen? Is what I'm
Yeah.
trying to
No,
say.
Yeah.
they crazy. They crazy made all that happen.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. But you helped jumpstart that crazy.
No, that was
No, I
already
didn't help
crazy,
jump.
baby.
If
You
you out there with your
did.
woman and you cheat,
No, that
and
was
I tell
already
your woman
crazy.
you cheated and she
But
gets
you
you,
know, then you say, certain homeboys, I wouldn't tell him because I'd be like, yo, this nigga gonna kill that bitch. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. He gonna kill her, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. But I'll be like, yo, I ain't gonna tell him because I know he could do something to hurt her. And I know dudes like that. I would never tell them, and I'm cool with them. I got a rapport. I would never tell them no shit like that because
Why
I
you got a
know
rapport? Because you like them too?
we grew up together. I grew up with some crazy
but
people.
that's a different ball game. Like we just said, if you know somebody's gonna go home and fight and have that situation, you don't say it from the beginning. But his situation is, if I don't know, I talk to you every day, you cool, you good. I don't know you gonna spaz out. But if you do spaz out, it wasn't my actions that made you flip.
It was
You
actually,
flip because of what they did.
if you didn't do what you did, we would have
But if you wasn't the one to relay the message, it would have never happened.
So when
No,
it
they
got
was
out,
gonna
it's gonna
fight
happen
about something
regardless
else.
because a fool gonna flip, they're gonna flip whenever.
Yeah, they was
But
gonna fight
I
about
don't want to
something.
be the reason why he did it though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to
Then
be
what
the
happens
reason.
when he find out that that was going on and you the
And-
Negro that knew, but you
I
didn't say
ain't know.
nothing?
I ain't know.
And he
You can't
flip
tell
on
me I
you.
know. You can't tell me I know.
And he flip on you
I
now.
don't know. I didn't know what was going on. You can't tell
I
me I
saw
know.
you in that TikTok dancing right beside her. Talking about,
This
Ain't
shit.
this you in the
both
picture,
y'all
Bam?
got to go.
This you in this picture?
Damn. Oh my
Now, I don't think that. I mean, me personally, I can't say I wouldn't feel bad because obviously I'm not heartless. So I would feel bad about anybody getting hurt, but I'm not going to feel directly responsible because I think that knowing my friends the way I know them, if they flip out like that and they hurt somebody or whatever, there's some other shit that behind the scenes that I don't even know about that probably led up to that happening. So it's not just what I said. Now,
But I bet
what
you'll be more
I
conscious
said may have been,
next time.
what I said may have contributed to that, but
Yeah.
but the fact still remains. I didn't say that so they can go hurt the person. I said that because I felt they had a right. I think anybody who's in a committed relationship, they have the right to know if somebody is stepping out on them. And if I see that, I'm going to feel bad if I hold on to that. Like, let's say I don't tell them and they find out later. And then they're like, damn, man, you knew this. You ain't told me. Now that's not that's something else I'm going to have to
So
deal
you
with.
gonna be like, damn, man.
Mhm.
I wasn't gonna leave the missus out, but damn, did you have to kill her? You know what I'm saying? Like
Look, why it's got to be a committed relationship?
you'll be more conscious next after that happened. You would definitely think twice
No.
before you tell the next person.
Now, with what Shannon said, she said, "Well, I gotta be a committed relationship. It's got to be because if he just smashing this chick, I ain't
No,
gonna
if
tell
you
him.
smashing, I ain't saying nothing because
If he just smashing, and I know he just smashing, I mean, what I'm gonna tell him for? He probably don't care, but I'm not going.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna, no.
No, I ain't
I
gonna
mean,
do
you
that.
know-
He might still want to know. He might be catching feelings. He might want to know what's going on.
Oh, then he better
That's
get
why you
right.
gotta know your guys. That's why you gotta know your friends.
I need
Hey,
all of
man.
you.
I
If
ain't
you know
telling
some
none.
friends-
If y'all just doing y'all's little thing and whatever's whatever, and I know that it's your little I'm not getting in that. That's your business.
Right,
Nah,
right.
they got-
I ain't
it gotta
getting involved with that.
it's got to be a relationship.
It's got to be a relationship.
Yes.
It's got to be something where it's,
You gotta tell me out of your mouth that you taking it serious with her. This is what you trying to do. For me to be like, yo, I saw her out with somebody. For me to tell you. If she just some little motherfucker you fucking and that what it is, nah, shit, I might try to hit.
Yeah, Bam.
for a person that say they looking for love, you show disqualifying yourself like
I was gonna say, what's up with old girl? So you
Baby,
Ain't
so
no more.
should we tell her if we see you out in the street, what level what level you at?
I'm just speaking from a nigga perspective. If I was single,
No, answer the question. What level
if
you at?
I was single, okay.
No, you said you got your little something brewing. Like what level you at? You want us to
Listen,
tell you?
listen. She know Bam.
Okay, so you want us to tell you?
No.
I ain't
She
telling
just a
them
little,
nothing.
she just a little, yeah. Shit, I'm asking you, bro. You fuck with her like that? Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and do me.
oh wow.
What's a yeah?
That's one of them little situations.
You know what a yeah is.
No, I don't. What is that?
I ain't never heard that.
So when my friends who don't want to ever date or get married or get serious will be like, I got a little yeah. That's your little, You don't care whether he
She
come or
never
go.
tell you no. She never tell you no.
Oh, she says, yeah.
That's what they call me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yo,
what they call it. Yeah.
you up? Yeah.
Mind
Can I help
blown.
you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Your period on? No.
Now,
Damn.
now, Arisha makes a good point. She says if he loves the person he's smashing, but not enough to be in a relationship with her, then he gets what he gets. So,
I concur.
you know what I'm saying? Because most times, you know, like if a nigga, if they just smashing, he may not want to admit that he loves just somebody he's smashing and whatnot. So until they made it official, until he says, you know what, this is my girlfriend, my fiance, whoever, anything other than that, I'm not saying a mumbling word, man. I ain't doing it.
Because reality is, we've all dealt with people we weren't in serious relationships with. If you come to me and be like, I saw, old buddy that you kick it with out in the streets, girl, I don't care nothing about that man. That's community D. I don't care who's swimming in the pool that's in the back of the neighborhood. Call me when it's in my house.
Where the pool at, Chris?
In the back of the neighborhood.
In the back of the neighborhood.
Everybody can get in that pool. That's the community D.
Hey.
Ain't nobody thinking about Otis. All be when that main one act up. No.
Oh
I don't care
Hey,
nothing
Larry-
about that community pool.
Larry asked a good question though. He says, "What if the role was reversed? If you saw your friend with someone else, would you tell their significant other that you don't really have any loyalty to,
God.
but have you been around a few times?" Like,
Flag
But
on
this-
play, Larry. Flag
but
on
this-
play.
this is the question
Yeah.
that somebody asked. This is the question that somebody asked me this past weekend. They were like, "Well, if you tell your friend, so what if your friend out there doing that?" I was like, "I ain't telling shit."
That's like saying, so would you tell, if your friend got robbed, would you tell your friend, hey, somebody robbed you? Or would you go be like, hey, robber, my friend took something from you? No, I don't owe
I
you
ain't doing that.
nothing.
I ain't telling nothing because that's my friend. Now,
I'm not
on the
going to
flip
the
side,
IRS and be like, yo, my friend doing fraudulent shit. No, but I'll tell my
Okay.
friend the IRS owe them money.
yeah. On the flip side, though, if he's in a committed relationship, I'm gonna check him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like,
That.
bro, I'm like, you don't need to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I'm tell him how I feel about that situation. But I'm not gonna tell nobody. I'm not gonna tell his significant other or anybody else I saw him. I'm gonna just see him and offline, me and one-on-one, we gonna talk about it, and we ain't gonna hear about it no more.
You different than me.
So you ain't gonna say nothing.
You different than me.
Bro, what?
What you said, damn.
You gonna encourage it?
I live by the bro code, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I live by the bro code, man. I'm a goddamn I ain't got listen. Hey, man.
It's all funny. I'm going to tell
Do
you
you-
something.
Do you,
Like
listen,
them
I
old
know
folks say,
what you're about to say. I know what you're about to say. Yes, it does. When a man get cheated on, more it hurts their whole entire
ain't no
world.
fun when the rabbit got the
Rabbit
gun.
got
If
the
we
gun.
outside
Oh,
with
yeah.
your woman, you want us as your woman's friends to go, sis, no. Like, you got a man at home, chill. You don't want us to be like, yo, it's sis cold. Hey, bro, need a drink? Tell him we ain't gonna say nothing.
My friend, hey, my
No.
friend might come to me with like, man, my old lady don't even want to fuck me and shit. Hey, shit, do you?
Lord, I need something stronger.
Damn.
This tea ain't doing nothing for me.
Do
I-
you?
Y'all be talking
I need
about
Stronger because I wasn't ready for that one.
that. Whoa.
Whatever chances he had, he done lost them that fast.
No, listen. Do you want the bullshit? You want the real shit?
Bullshit, man. I don't want to hear that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it
Okay, then you know how niggas ain't gonna say nothing if they homeboy cheat. They ain't doing that.
No,
let me tell you
that's not
something.
true. That's not true at all.
true.
And you mentioned
Sorry,
bro
say he
code,
gonna
right?
tell.
Part of the bro code is holding your friend accountable. You know what I mean? If he's in that committed, and I look again, I'm married, so I look at things differently. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna tell them to put a condom on.
now again, if this is somebody
Damn,
that
shut
now
up.
this is just me to my friend. This ain't me
Special-
talking to nobody else now.
special
This is
kind
me
of
telling my friend, bro, you need to move differently. If you about this woman, this is what you need to do. That's not me telling him, you know what I'm saying? I'm not giving no advice. I'm just simply
I'm
saying
telling him
this
to
is
put
how
a
you
condom
present
on. If you go to the
I'm
cheap
gonna
shop,
tell
put
you
a condom
why
on.
I don't agree with that. If you, and that's your thing. I mean, that's what you want to tell them. That's your business to tell them that. But my thing is, if we run together, whatever you do is a reflection of what we do. No. I'm gonna tell you, don't do that. And if I had a friend who would flat out tell us,
Listen,
Asprey,
niggas is different around their niggas than it is around their old lady.
I'm sure they are until you have to sit in
Yeah,
the
we
divorce court
different
and pay for
around
that
our men than we
$10,000
are around
breakup.
y'all.
Right.
I said, well, everybody's
Say it again,
different when you're
Shannon.
around your friends.
Say it again, Shannon.
I said we different around our friends than we are around our men.
Truth be told, if you got a close girlfriend that's doing something outside, you ain't shocked if you see it because you already know anyway. Y'all already done had the convo. She done brought it up anyway. She already done told you what's what. So you ain't shocked.
How many times you will keep hitting that goddamn door for somebody to answer?
I don't know how many times I want it. How many times I want it? It just depends. I don't know.
You
You
gonna
feel
check
what
your
I'm
people.
saying? How many times you will keep telling your friends, stop, don't do that. Don't
Well,
do that.
here's the
Because you
thing. It's like anything else you do. If you go out, every time we go somewhere, you're stealing something. If every time we go somewhere, you doing something wrong, at some point, I'm gonna stop fucking with you. I ain't gonna keep telling you to stop. You just won't be, I won't be around you when you keep doing it. Like you just will notice I don't call you no more. We don't run together because I can't be a part of that nonsense with you. If every time you get pregnant, you ain't keeping it. If every time you run out the streets, you with this man and that man, you know what? I ain't knocking you for your grown decisions, but I don't have to be there while you make these decisions. I got people who I say, hey, don't drink no more. That alcohol is doing too much to you. You can't tell me nothing. I'm grown.
Okay.
We Facebook friends. We don't run together like that no more. Don't cuss them kids out and beat on them like that when you have your fits. These my kids. Quit screwing half of Columbia. That's my body. I'm out.
I ain't about to. That's my dog. Because outside of that part, he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But anyway, outside of that part,
Down
he's a
there,
good
Lord
dude.
have mercy.
Don't get me wrong. He let it get last on the
That's
side.
his one flaw.
Hey,
That's his one
hey.
flaw.
So what
right?
happened when that little ass on the side is your little yeah, or your woman?
No, that's different. Then
Oh, but
somebody
no,
got
but
to-
that's a good
First,
dude
that's
though.
why
No,
I
you
asked
saying
him,
you
what
saying
side
it.
of the pond he on?
You saying
That's a
it.
good
My
dude
friend,
though.
if my friend cheat with my old lady.
If he's
Yeah.
that good dude, that real good dude, outside of the little ass he get on the side, he's
Yeah,
a good
nah,
dude.
he do that day, man. I hope he got his insurance. I hope he got his will
I'm
and
gonna tell you
everything in
something.
order. You know what I'm
Any
saying?
person that'll do it around you will mess around
I
and do it
told you,
to
you
you.
are that dude too.
Nah, man. Nah.
So how of a sudden he got loyalty now? Because he ain't gonna do it
No,
to you to smash
nah,
everything else?
that listen, come on, man. I got homeboys that listen, I ain't gonna even first of all, my woman would never put herself in that position. You
You
feel
don't
what
know
I'm
what
saying?
position that man.
But
gonna
I
put
got
you in.
a different relationship with somebody,
You talking
with
about
my
a
people.
missionary or something
That
else?
fit that 44 chicken wing. While you thinking that your homeboy just smiling and giggling.
Hey, don't never say what your woman will and won't do.
No, listen. If it happens, God forbid. I hope everybody have their
Insurance
faculties
cover?
and everything in order. I hope everybody have all their insurance policies
Very
and
long term,
everything in order. You see what I'm saying?
In
That's
that
what I'm
situation,
saying.
I'm
Including
gonna tell
That's
you.
what I'm
you.
saying.
I hope
So
you got some money to put on your book.
so if you want to take that chance on, if you want to do that, and you supposed to know me, you know who I am, and you do that, I just hope everything is in order. That's all I'm saying.
If you run with a thief, don't be mad when he rob you, because it's cool
Yeah.
when they do it to other people, but it hit different when they get you.
No, but
It's
listen.
coming here, they ain't
But
got no
listen.
morals.
But listen, and that's what you call loyalty. Because I know niggas that's like that, but they ain't gonna do that. They
Until
never
you
did
find
that.
out different.
They never did that.
Ain't no
No,
loyalty
you never
between
know
thieves.
what will happen in life. Shit, it might happen. It could happen to you. You know what I'm saying?
It can happen to anybody.
And when it happens, for every action is a reaction.
Nah, that's your good. He's a good guy. Though. That's a
No,
good
but
dude.
listen, that shit ain't never happened to me. So what are we talking about?
Of.
And
Like,
it
what
ain't ever gonna happen, right?
I don't know what y'all talking about.
You don't
Yeah,
know.
like, what are we talking about? Somebody must be speaking from their pain.
No. No,
Somebody must be speaking from their
I've
pain.
always been told you gotta watch the character of the people that you run with.
Listen, I know these guys since we was fucking. All my friends I knew, no lie, since I was fucking. I can remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I know them. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, you know your friend too. So if you know your friend are liable to do that, you ain't gonna put. You know what I'm saying?
That thing make you stutter when you think about it,
Yeah.
don't it? It's funny
Yeah.
until you think
But you
about
know,
it.
you
You're
know,
like, yeah, that's fucked up.
it's
Nigga better
certain,
not touch
it's
her. I
certain
swear to
people,
God, I
it's
kill
certain
everybody in the room.
people, it's certain people, it's certain family members. No, I don't trust you with my own head. No,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But it's one that I'll be like, yeah, I do. But until the trust is broken, yeah, I do. But show me otherwise. That's the only
But
way
that-
you can. That's the only way you can gain trust. That's the only way.
But that goes back to kind of what we were saying, because I know that, like I said, me and some of my friends have this conversation, and would you want to know? Do you not want to know? So I said, yeah, I want to know, right? And this was years before I got married. One of my cousins came to me. He texted me. He was like, "You got a second to talk?" I'm like, "Yeah, we can talk." So it was this chick. He didn't know we weren't fucking around no more, so he thought we were still fucking around. So he said, hey man, I know you said you would want to know if I saw somebody you deal with out. So I do want to let you know that I was at this place, and I did see your girl, and she was with somebody who wasn't you. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, you know what? I appreciate you for letting me know. So when I did finally talk to a girl, I did, we talked about it or whatnot, but it's, again, we weren't together necessarily at the time. So I was fine. But the fact that he remembered that I wanted to know, and he thought enough to say, you know what? I see this happening. And this was the same man that said that, you know what? If I saw his girlfriend out there, he wouldn't want to know. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's when I think that, hopefully, I'm not saying you need to have this talk with all your friends, but I think that you do need to understand the friends that you're dealing with, and you know who you can tell and who you can't tell. Because had I found out that, I'm saying, later on that he saw a girl out there and he ain't told me nothing, I'd be like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why you ain't told me nothing? So I think it's really important to establish, those boundaries, so you know exactly who and what you're dealing with.
But Hookie said that should only happen with committed relationships.
Exactly.
But he didn't know
that though. He didn't know. He didn't know that we weren't together, is what I'm saying. So that's why, like I said, I was fine, but I'm like, but that lets me know that if he did see my wife or anybody out there, he would let me know. He can do what he's supposed to do.
Okay.
Now, had he known we weren't like dealing with that, then he probably wouldn't have said anything, but he didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I done told it. I called somebody who I hadn't talked to in about 10, 15 years, and I was like, you on Facebook? Hey, you still married? She was like, no. I was like, oh, all right, cool. She was like, why, you saw him? Yeah, and the woman. Let me tell you what she looked like. I was looking at him like, wait a minute, coach. What you out here doing? Hey, I had to make sure she was good. I ain't gonna let you look like a fool now.
So you trying to say you ain't never cheat?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No. If by the time I run around, we done. We not together. By the time
you ain't never cheat. You ain't never cheat.
By the time I picked up a new boo, we was already separated, baby. No.
So you was already talking to the dude before you even broke up with him?
Nah, I was already separated when I started running them streets, baby.
I know that's right.
If I'm able to fall in love and F somebody else, we ain't in it. We just hit coexisting, Punky. We ain't together.
So you ain't never cheat, never.
As an adult,
you gotta think about it, girl. Stop.
No, but you gotta realize I was with somebody for a very long time. By the time I hit the streets, I was separated.
Is an expiration date on that or something?
Yes, expiration date, nigga. What I did in middle school don't count.
It do.
It does not.
That shows your true character.
It's like credit.
No, it
high
does
school
not.
and middle school fall off. That's like
That
credit.
shows your true character. You got it in you.
That's like
You
credit.
got it in
Fall off
you.
in 7 years.
Every
That don't
10
count.
years fall off.
It's in you.
Middle school.
It's in
But
you.
by the
It's
time
in
we
you.
separated, oh yeah, I'm out. I'm telling you, no. I'm telling you right now. When we ain't connected, I'm out. I'm outside. Understand that. Don't be like,
so
what if till it's fine? No, I'm outside.
Hey man, please don't judge me what I did in 8th grade. Don't do that.
No. I ain't judge you. It took her a second to answer the question. So that's
because
why
there are some.
I
So reality is, we had conversations about that. There are some people who feel like you should not date until you're fully divorced. There are some people be like, no,
No.
you got no.
No.
There are separated people.
We
that
are
move on.
separated. Yeah, we are separated. Yeah.
We're done.
But if you in my house, nah, don't disrespect me like that. Nah.
Right.
Child,
So
people
what
live in the same house 2 different ways.
I know, right? So what about this? Irish is asking, what if the person is your coworker? You tell her or nah?
No.
Well, you
Do I
have
tell
a
my
Damn
coworker
about
that they
no
got a
coworker.
boo?
I don't
Would
Give
you,
a damn
would you
about
tell
no
your
coworker.
coworker if you saw
You
their
have a
significant
coworker
other
that's a
out there
friend.
doing dirt?
If that coworker is my friend, yeah, but if we ain't friends, that ain't my business. That's your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't about to walk around and be like, hey, Cheryl, good to see you. You know, I saw your husband on Tuesday. They ain't got shit to do with me.
Right. Cause shit,
Yeah,
I
I
might
mean-
try to fuck.
Why
But
you
we
always
work-
going after
we work
something that you like the
together
community?
We go to work and we eating together in the break room, and that's my homegirl. I'm gonna tell her.
That's your homegirl. And that makes sense.
So are all y'all doing is eating together in the break room, or y'all friends?
I'm just saying, you have your work friends, like you have your
But you got a number in your phone?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then
Would
that's
you
I
the
don't-
tell? Would you tell on your work husband?
What?
That's
What?
the
I work from home, so I don't have no work husband.
I don't have no work husband.
under wraps at all
Hey.
times.
they still do that?
What, have work husbands?
Yeah, they
No,
still,
work husband.
that's still
Y'all
a
It's
thing?
a
create the
whole lot
bonds
of
with the
work
work
husbands and
husband.
work wives.
Y'all create
Yeah.
the bonds with the work husband.
Hey man, I used to work
Man,
at
how many
Verizon.
work
So
wives you done had? How many times you done cheated?
work husbands and work wives turned into whole situationship.
Relationships. Shouts out to VZ Dub.
To
The
shout out to the dub, baby.
shout out to the Dub. Whole lot of anniversaries, big dog. Listen,
Yeah.
Bam. How many work wives you done had?
I've had a few.
I feel
You had
like
a
you look like
I
you done
worked.
divorced.
Listen, I worked in a restaurant. You know, I was a server and shit. So I
What
worked
was
in a
you
lot of
serving?
restaurants.
Don't
and
answer
shit.
that.
So I used to. Yeah, I had my share.
You
Okay,
sound like
you
it.
divorce her?
Huh? I had multiple. On the job.
At the same time?
Yeah, it was a
So
thing.
you was a work polygamist?
Yes.
Mm,
But
I
we
love it. That's
coexisted.
right.
We coexisted. All 6 of us.
coexisted.
And then you had a relationship
all
in
six.
real life.
No, I never had a relationship with anybody I worked with.
No, I'm saying you had a relationship at home and you had multiple.
No,
Work
no,
wives.
no, no,
Work
no, no,
wives.
no, no. I don't play like that, but I got old lady.
Bam, you sound like you done cheated a few times.
I'm telling y'all, black men
No,
don't
no,
cheat.
no. I never cheated. I always get
Give
girls
it
that
up,
like
man. Give
girls.
it up.
I
what?
always get girls that like girls.
Girls
that's-
that like girls.
That's a whole nother topic for another
But
podcast.
Bam, if you messing with a girl and your girl ain't there, you cheating.
No. She's dead all the time.
Oh shit! You know what? I ain't got time.
I
Like
know,
what?
right?
What?
Hey, so check this out, right? I do want to ask y'all one more question, right? Because we still got a few minutes left. So, what if you see your friend's significant other out there, and you tell or whatnot, but it's not what it seems like? Let's say it's innocent. Let's say it's a relative, or if they already knew that they were hanging out, or if you know what I'm saying. Like, do you continue to keep that same mindset? Like, I'm gonna still chill, or you gonna be like, you know what? I may push back, stand back a little bit.
Because there's so many ways to look at that. When I go to them from the beginning, because I don't want to go into it like, I caught him, he's busted. I'm gonna go into it like, hey, I don't know what it is. I can't say it was this, that, or whatever. But
Right.
but I saw going on here, and it very well could be. It could be innocent, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna just all I can do is relate to you what I saw. What to that, again, hopefully it is innocent. Hopefully he ain't doing nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But that's how I'm gonna present it to you anyway. This is what I saw. Makeup.
I don't know who it was or what was going on, but this what happened.
Because I'm gonna say it. Hey, I ain't accusing nobody of nothing. I'm just saying this is what I saw. Just go
Right.
and it kind of eases that over at least just a little bit, makes it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Real talk. This is what happened. What you do with it?
Yeah,
is
that shows your loyalty to them too. You know.
Because you're supposed to tell it. You're supposed to go tell it. You're supposed to go get the situation cleared up. You're supposed to open up about it. If you get busted in a situation, that's on you. And you never know what everybody got going on anyway. There are people, no bullshit, and I'll call a spade a spade. I know people who have possibly, allegedly started situations before they closed doors, and I was more thankful that they found somebody new than I was they stayed with that asshole that they shouldn't have been with no more.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely.
Mhm.
And that's real. Everybody's out here like, oh, well, this and that and this and that. You don't know what's going on behind people's closed doors.
Yeah,
Sometimes
true.
you're thankful
Indeed.
that your person broke that moment and was like, man, break free. If this what it is, we'll pray you through it. But get away from where you were, because that was no good for you. I am
Yeah.
finally glad you got enough sense to make a decision and move on.
And I think that's probably one of the more difficult things, because it's all about doing what's right and what's wrong. But you truly, because you're not in the household, you know what your friend may or may not tell you about the relationship, but there are two
Mhm.
sides to every story. So you truly don't know what's going on. So when you decide that, okay, if you see that and you decide that you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna say something, I think that ultimately you have to be okay with the decision you made to tell, because you don't know what's going to happen after that, man.
You can't
But
condemn
this,
people for their lifestyles and situations because you don't know
yeah,
what they've been through or what's going on.
Mhm.
absolutely. And before we peel out, man, I do want to hear. I want some parting shots from you ladies. So, what are some takeaways you want to give the audience? So we're gonna go in reverse of the introduction. So, Chris, we're gonna start with you. What are some takeaways you want to leave?
Don't date Bam. He ain't telling nothing. He gonna help your woman. He gonna help your man do what he do.
Don't do my
Write your
boy like
own
that.
love story and make your own situation decisions. People are gonna tell you what they see, what they got going on, but the decision of how you respond or react or what you do with what you find out, that's your business. If you choose to stay, stay, but don't sit around clueless like you didn't know. And again, do not date Bam. Just say no. Just say no.
You
Oh,
is stupid.
Ooh.
And Shannon, what you got?
I know. I love. We need a T-shirt say "Do not date
Do
Bam."
not date Bam.
Do not date Bam. No, like we just gotta know who we're dealing with. Know what our friends want. Do they want to know? Do they not want to know? If be okay with if you tell them what's going to happen. And if you one of those persons that's just feel in your heart that you got to tell your friend what you saw, then do that. Stand strong on it, and just let your friend deal with how what they do with that information. It's none of your business after that point. Just tell what you saw and move on.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Trey, what you got?
I think what the common thread that we hit all night was like loyalty and protection. Because at the end of the day, when you are doing something like this, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to be loyal to your friend, trying to protect whomever the person is that you care about. And just keep that in mind when you bring in info to somebody. What would you want somebody to do for you? In all situations, I just try to do what I feel is right. Not what's gonna make a fuss, not what's gonna get the most attention. As adults, as true adults, we gotta remember to do the right thing. And sometimes the consequences just are what they are. You gotta deal with them as they come.
Absolutely. And Bam, what you got, brother? Let me go ahead and get to Bamism.
Mm-mm.
Nah, I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you. It depends on how you respond from that one I give you. Depending on how it's gonna go from there, I might. If you respond the right way, I keep feeding you information, anything I get. But if it causes turmoil and you still be with the person, I'm gonna stay out of it. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'm gonna tell. Definitely gonna tell because I don't want my boy to be played, and I want him to do the same if that was me.
Yeah, absolutely. And for my hookism, I think I'm gonna piggyback on Petray, because I think the thing is first of all, I'm gonna tell. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So if there anybody out there watching, if you dating one of my homeboys, just know if I see you out there, I'm gonna tell, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it. I'm not gonna be apologetic. I'm not gonna care how you feel about it, but I'm gonna tell my homeboy, because we probably only cool. Me and you probably only cool because of him anyway. But I think it's all about the intent. My intent is not to hurt, is not to injure, it's not to be messy or petty or anything like that. My intent is going to be, it's all, for me, it's all about loyalty. So if I know that I don't want to see my friend hurt, and I personally feel that by withholding that information, that can be detrimental along, like, later on down the line. So if I see it, I'm gonna tell it. And if I'm wrong, then I've never been one to shy away from me being wrong. So I'm gonna say, you know what, I fucked this one up. But if I see you again, I'm still tell it. So the best bet is not to, let me see you, because if I see you, I'm gonna tell it. But it's really simple for me. But this has been a great conversation, guys.
Yeah.
Very enlightening. I really appreciate the perspectives. I think everybody, I think we're all pretty much coming from a good place. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. I don't think it's. And Chris says still don't date Bam or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this has been great,
T-shirt.
man. Like I said, I'm glad that we're back. This is always phenomenal. We do it every couple of weeks. So, Chris, I'm proud of you, sis. So I see the way you're moving, and I know that you're gonna do well with your podcast. So keep doing that. Proud of you. Love you. Betray.
Thank you.
I see you. I see you, Allendale. And we gonna talk offline. I gave Betray a wake up call, man, but she didn't appreciate my wake up call. We ain't gonna talk about that. I ain't even gonna say nothing.
The one that was late.
Hey, better late than never. Shannon, it's always good chopping it up with you, and I'm sure we're gonna be seeing you again in future episodes. Bam, as always, my brother, glad to be back. Appreciate your perspective. Continue keeping it real, and we're gonna keep this thing moving on. But again, this was great. So until next time, we'll see you guys.
Night.
Holla.